Hey everyone, welcome back to another course member live stream. Oops, I accidentally had that listed there as public, so made a new little link there. Anyway, so let's take a peek at what we've got here. Let's see here. We've got the Qs, the good old Qs, going up about 10 bips here. Wow, end phase dropping like a rock there. Look at that, 5% on end phase. I think that drives it right back into the hole over here. Oh no, look at that. It's actually touching that trend. So, well, yeah, that's on the day chart. Oh, interesting. Then you've got Nvidia here is actually up 1.4%. Tesla's down about 1.5. So a little bit of a mixed movement here. Broader NASDAQ trying to move up on this inflation report that we got this morning, which was mostly in line with expectations, slightly warmer on that year over year figure, non-core, but otherwise mostly in line with expectations. So with that, let's go ahead and see what kind of analysis we shall do today. Today we have we've got a lot of talk about consumers. We've got a lot of talk about not just what's going on with the apparel companies and potential apparel deflation, which some suggest could lead to misses in retail spending for some of the discretionaries in the later part of this year, but also Oracle, the nice big miss here. Why don't we go look at Oracle and see what happened here? So if we can get Oracle's earnings call, let's see if we have Oracle's earnings call yesterday. All right, and Oracle. Nice little drop on Oracle. All right, let's see here. All right. There we go. Let me get Oracle Investor Relations too. Okay, Investor Relations. Okay, so pop this open, and then we'll be right into Oracle's earnings call, which we already have from yesterday. Makes sense. Let's see what happened here. So really, it was just their cloud guide that came in slightly weak that ended up leading to some pessimism here on the stock. The stock obviously moved pretty heavily to the downside. Take a look at that here at 10.4% on Oracle. You know, they haven't been performing horribly since really the pandemic. And if you look at where even is the pandemic here, what the pandemic's like over here for them. That's like you can barely even notice where the pandemic is for this stock. That's kind of wild. So the company's obviously performed very well. It's a little bit of a drop in the bucket here. All right. Let's see here. Hold on. Okay, here we go. So let's see here. Cloud. Okay, cloud. When you look at the top of our financial results, a few things are very clear. The largest number, cloud services and license support, now 74% of the revenue, and it's recurring revenue, and it's the one growing by $1 billion this quarter. So they're obviously cheering their cloud growth. Smaller numbers, which were not recurring, now only account for 26%. This is exactly what we told you would happen. It happened, and it's happening. Okay, so a little defensive here almost. It comes across here. Let's see here. So cloud services and license support now at 74%. So basically, it sounds like they're arguing there's a little bit of a decline in non-recurring, but bigger growing, they're arguing. Then we've got, let's see here. So let's see, OCI, Oracle. I'm pretty sure that's one of the Oracle cloud items. I want to try to pull that. Let's see here. If I go going to grab their annual really quick. It's going to be their Q4 just so I can understand what some of their other services are. This is very normal. So we have, they like, okay, here it is. Oracle Cloud Infrastructure is OCI. Oracle Cloud Infrastructure offerings are based on next-generation cloud infrastructure and are designed to deliver our infrastructure technologies, including compute, storage, network services as a service. OCI offerings include Oracle Autonomous Database offerings. Let's see here. By utilizing OCI, customers can leverage the cloud for enterprise-grade, high-performance, scalable, cost-effective, and secure infrastructure tech designed to be a rapidly deployable product and provide real-time elasticity while reducing the amount of time and resources normally consumed by IT processes on on-premise environments. It's basically trying to say, hey, come use our Oracle servers rather than building out your own. Yeah, and then you can kind of pick what region you want or otherwise. Okay, none of that's terribly abnormal. That sounds pretty typical in the server space. Why are they specifically coming to Oracle Cloud? Combination of things. Second generation cloud enables us to build better, scalable, more efficient cloud, blah, blah, blah. All these cloud providers, what you're really seeing here. I mean, look at this arguing for how, well, first of all, a few things to look at here. Number one, I want you to consider this. Look at how punished for a miss on cloud growth. They got punished negative 10% on, how big is this? Let's see here. So we're looking at a $282 billion company. So that burns $28 billion. Imagine how many chips you could have bought with that market value to drive growth. That's sort of where my thesis comes from, is that these companies are going to do everything in their power to sustain growth and everything in their power to be able to, push cloud and beat expectations, because it is so expensive for them to screw this up. One sec. Okay, now keep going here. OCI financial results reflect customers have figured out that by moving to OCI, they can get more by paying less. That's sort of the deflationary aspect of the cloud services business, which is a good thing. Shifting to margin, cloud services and license support was 78%. Wow, that's really strong. Put a box around that. That's great. What is this? Software license revenues were 1.2 bill, down 19% in a tough comp year. So in all, you're up about 4%. But some of these, excluding legacy hosting services, Gen 2 cloud services revenue grew 55% with an annual revenue of 6 bill. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. I'm also pulling their annual report here, as well as I have their press release, which we'll go through in just a moment. I'm going to save that really quick so it beams over and syncs. 2023 Oracle press release. Okay, so we'll have that in a moment. So I want to know, what I'm trying to understand is what got hit here. Software licenses. That's what I'm trying to find. Oracle database licenses designed to enable reliable, secure storage. But I wonder how that compares to Google, because they seem to be getting potentially more folks and some license growth. Let me go to their press release. License. We have license now. That'd be more of a service. There's Google Cloud, Google Services. Yeah, Google Services doing very well. Google Services up at almost 68 billion quarterly revenue. That's insane. It's up about 11% on Google Services. And Google Cloud. There we go. 8411 divided by 6868. 22%. Wow. Let's write that down. Google Cloud, same quarter, up 11% cloud and 22.4% services. So that's sort of that Google Workspace migration potentially. Okay. Continuing to sign large deals. 66 customer-facing cloud regions live. Bloody. Okay. The demand for cloud infrastructure is broad-based, not only for generative AI, but also for nation-states buying sovereign Google Cloud data centers, plus large banks, telecom companies, industrial companies. Sovereign nations. What is this, like Saudi wealth fund? or just governments, probably. We are able to build new data centers rapidly and operate them inexpensively because all of our data centers are architecturally identical, highly automated, and yeah. New countries include Japan, Italy, Saudi Arabia, there you go, Bangladesh, New Zealand, Telecom, Vodafone, some big customers. Okay, let's go see if we can get any talk on AI. Let's see how much they mention AI. Okay, great to speak with you. Do you mind going through your thoughts on the OCI trajectory from here? And how do you feel the backlog will play out into revenue? And perhaps you can also comment also, is the acceleration potential that you guided forward due to getting more GPUs and more AI backlog moving into revenue? Interesting. Okay. Okay, let me see here. I'm going to pull this as well. Okay. All right, here we go. So AI. Gen AI. Okay, so they're calling it Gen AI. I emphasize it's not just Gen AI demand. It's interesting how they're trying to separate themselves from generative AI. Is that sort of a suggestion that that's softening? Is Gen AI softening with this talk? Let's see here. If you just search AI, it's a mess. So let's try Gen AI. No, they only mentioned that once. It's tough. Yeah, finding just the word AI is toughy. 84 results. Most of these being chairman and again. Here we go. Now we saw that one. Generative AI is consistently increasing quarter after quarter. Oh, nope, there it is. The demand for generative AI is consistently increasing quarter after quarter. Yep. See, this is what I'm talking about right here. That's what I was looking for to see if this was continuing. In response, excuse me. Okay. In response to this sharply increasing demand, Oracle is in the process of expanding our 66 existing cloud data centers and building 100 new cloud data centers. We have to build 100 additional cloud data centers because there are billions of more dollars in contracted demand than we can currently supply. So if you're looking for supply chain shortages, then and potentially prices increasing, that might be over here. Mm. Oh. Okay. Let me see. I'm trying to find if I can get generative AI. I want to see like their way of pitching this. See how prominent this is for them. So this is their generative AI page. If I go to the home page for them, it should be under services, analytics, machine learning and AI. If I click on that, I get various different. Oh, we get cost estimators here. They're comparing themselves to Amazon, Google, Microsoft. That makes sense. It's your big comparison here. Okay, what about, you see, they don't pitch AI too much on their front page, do they? Intelligent cloud, hybrid cloud, dedicated cloud. Some AI over here. Do they mention the word generative on this page? Next generation cloud. It's interesting. They don't really mention generative AI on their front page at all. It's only if you Google it that you end up getting it under the cloud section. But even if I go to cloud, it's not that prominently displayed. That's odd. See, they have their generative AI page, but I only got there because I Googled it specifically. That's really interesting. Okay. Okay. Anything else with Gen AI? AI workloads. Customers can really get more by paying less. This is the deflationary part of why I personally don't love investing in the servers, like the actual cloud itself. I'm unconvinced that is where the biggest growth and margin will be. Although software is always by default going to be a higher margin than hardware, so it's very interesting. But it's good to see the continued spend here. Like you can make the argument, hey, you might grow a little less on cloud because there's so much competition, but the margin's so much higher, so you generate more cash flow. That would be a good counter argument to investing in hardware. We have partners that come to us to enrich their applications. They're using AI to develop healthcare applications, building their AI, blah, blah, blah. Preventing somebody from being rehospitalized, recidivism with AI, immediate AI processing of biopsies, speeding up care. I guess you could probably sort your priorities with AI, your patients. We can build data centers relatively fast, and I expect the OCI growth rate to be over 50% for the next few years. Very bullish. Let me see here what their financial projections are. For OCI, they're very optimistic here. 1 second. Okay, Oracle. I mean, the earnings call does not make this seem like a company that should be down 10%, right? Okay, we're looking at 5.57 on EPS. That puts us at about, well, after this price drop, 18.4 times. And EPS, I mean, yeah, you're at like a 1 peg on Oracle, honestly. 11.3, 15.5, 24.8, 20.7. Oh, even less. Divided by 4, 18. No, yeah, about 1.1. That's interesting. Okay, let me look at their press release. Let's pull that quickly. Let's go. Okay, let's get that pulled up. Oh, hold on a second here. Doesn't look like this was saved in the right spot. My bad. Oh, yeah, I saved it to downloads. My bad. Move that where it belongs. There we go. Now I can sync. Got it. Oh, that's much faster. So let's see here. I'm mostly looking here for how they're explaining this licensing part. Demand for AI is growing at an astronomical rate. Cloud business nearly at $20 billion in annual run rate. So incredible. Oracle's in the process of expanding 66 data centers. Again, that's your push for more chips for quite a while. You got to build the centers and then buy the chips and then fill them up. Demand is over the moon. Wow. That's very interesting how much optimism they're throwing into this. Yeah, this is the number that hurt them. Cloud licenses and on-premise licenses. Cloud license. I'd like to know specifically what that is. Cloud license. Oracle Cloud License and on-premise license developing offerings include Oracle applications, database, middleware software offerings. Customers who deploy IT infrastructure from the Oracle Cloud on their own servers. So, I mean, why would somebody want to build out their own servers? It kind of makes sense they would just move to the cloud so you could go buy all the AI chips. I mean, this doesn't seem that horribly surprising. Okay. And then how are our margins over here? I mean, cloud services and license support. Oh, they bundle their margin together here. Oh, that's interesting. Hardware is only 213 million for the quarter. Wow, that's crazy. This is a very, very high profit company. I mean, they're able to turn these chips into gold. So of course that's why they're overpaying for them right now. Wow. Marketing actually down 6%. You still got the growth. 3% bump on R&D. Boy, you want to run a business. Geez. Get into making these servers. 70% margins. Wow. It's really impressive. Again, I'm gonna make the assumption here that why deploy your own server with Oracle license during AI revolution, right? Your own servers are not going to compete. You won't compete. So just get to where the best chips are, and that's just going to be in the cloud. So I don't know. I don't see that as so horrible. Obviously, the stock's down 10.3% though. Look at that. Somebody here says, I can tell you about Oracle and their crappy service, but I'm driving at the moment. Yikes. Maybe that's why they're more expensive. Somebody here wants to buy Enphase calls. Oh, well, it's down 6% today on not a soft inflation read, rather sort of an as expected read. Why are hotels getting hit? Ooh, that's interesting. I don't know the answer to that. Let's take a peek. Do we have like Hilton, for example? I don't think hotels are getting hit at all. Looks like Hilton's doing really well. Look at that. Dang. How about Marriott? Hilton's doing great. Marriott? Yeah, Marriott's up as well, really well. So yeah, I don't see these So Oracle a buy. I personally I don't know enough about Oracle, and I've heard that before about sort of their reputation, but still growing. Peg's not bad. Cash, the cash flow is going to be great. I mean, we didn't even look at it, but we're just assuming. Yeah, $7 billion in 6 months, making $3.5 billion of cash flow. CapEx of about $1 billion. So CapEx actually less than what you had last year, which that's weird because they're talking about building out servers more. Their CapEx actually went down. It's really interesting. Oh, look at Win. Okay. Oh, this could be because of China exposure. The Macau resorts for Win or Las Vegas Sands. I don't know about Chinese exposure for Las Vegas Sands. Anyway. Yeah. All right. Very interesting. Well, mostly sideways market, I think, today. As we await J-Pal's commentary tomorrow. Nothing super, super bullish this morning in CPI. So we'll keep chugging along here. 10-year Treasury is basically flat. And tomorrow we'll get PPI and the Fed. You write down that we did Oracle today. So any other questions? Let's see what kind of questions you all have. How much could the market pop when $3 trillion from money markets moves? I mean, that's anybody's guess. Course live. Let's do Oracle. Yeah, 5:30 in the morning tomorrow for PPI and then 11 for the Fed. Great day for some volatility trades. Yeah, no kidding. Just answered that Oracle question. Market is very anxious to price in rate hikes. Anxious to price in rate hikes or cuts. Well, I think people just want to be convinced, especially investors, that inflation is done and that we could start seeing rate cuts come. Can cars be refinanced when rates come down? Yeah, theoretically, usually you're not going to get the best terms as if when it's new, because I mean you're basically financing a used car. So sure, you absolutely can. Thoughts on J-Pow tomorrow? I think pretty neutral. I think J-Pow's POV is going to be very simple and straightforward. Hey, still got work to do. Not talking about rate cuts, and looks like we're starting to make some progress. Let's not mess that up. I think that's pretty simple there. Had a military person tell me we would be at war by 2025 or sooner, and that we should enjoy our freedoms. Investing during World War III, avoiding the draft for real estate bros, new courses. That's funny. Yeah. I figured you meant cuts, broadly. Anxiousness to price in those cuts. I agree with you. So patience. We will get there. End phase. End phase messaged me. They liked my tweet about how I was powering my house with the end phase battery. That's funny. That's cool. All right. Yeah, Mike says thought CPI was good. It was good in that it didn't go up, but it didn't rapidly fall. So I think people think, all right, well, that means interest rate sensitive sectors, sell them off. Tesla and phase and always. It just means you have more of an opportunity to go shopping, which we've had for like 2 years. So don't mind the opportunity. Yeah, it's coming up on 2 years. Anyway, folks, thank you so much for being here. I gotta go. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.